What excites me most about the conference this year at Apex is our AEPC conference, the Advanced Electronic Packaging Conference. It's our first year where we're combining integration of component level technologies as well as system level technologies together, bringing the ecosystem together.
Next generation standards matter because
And guidelines are absolutely important in this industry because they define critical performance, safety, quality, reliability requirements of next-gen products today. And taking learnings from where we are going with technology and getting them embedded into next-generation guidelines and standards is absolutely essential for the industry. Companies can be involved in shaping standards beyond where they are today in several ways. One, you can get involved in committee meetings here. We hold them at the conference, but also throughout the year. And then also just in terms of voicing any of those new opportunities through our staff liaisons on staff and really making sure that we're keeping pace with today's technologies and integrating them into the standards that are needed for tomorrow. This point that we're at right now in the industry is of particular significance. I've spent most of my career in this industry. What excites me the most, but also scares me a little bit, is the rate and pace of what's changing. We know AI obviously dominating a lot of these technologies. But what I think is most important for us right now is to make sure that we're, as an association, able to work with our members and the industry and keep track and keep on top of the needs from our members and making sure that we're listening to them as well. So I think what excites me the most here is just the sheer number of changes that are happening in the industry and how we can help our members going forward with that. Well, what I would tell a student today, looking at the electronics industry, if they're interested in getting involved or making it their own career, is think about multi-disciplines. I think a lot of what's happening is integration of many different technologies all at the same time. So that classical thinking of I'm going to be an electrical engineer and having someone else look after a mechanical design or something. A lot of the integration of multiple disciplines is really important. And if you're able to do that with all these technology changes that are happening, the sky's the limit.
The
future of electronics will be defined by a couple of things. One is obviously that the technologies themselves, but even more importantly, where they're built. So the supply chain really matters, supply chain resilience, getting the supply of what you need to get the products that you're designing built. So it's really a combination of making sure that technologies themselves are being pressed forward, but also the interaction between where things are built. And in today, with the tensions that are in front of us, understanding both regional capabilities and global, the backbone of the global supply chain is really important. So to me, it's the combination of the technologies as well as the supply chain. I have a good answer. So the best career advice that I've received, and this is back in my school days, years ago now, was to really be a problem solver and to be critical thinker. These two elements, I think, are more important today more than ever because, with the challenges of, some of the geopolitical things that we're dealing with and that rate and pace of change of technology, if you're not ready to put your helmet on and solve those problems and be okay with it, it's a lot harder. So yeah, I think that's my biggest